start. Let's see if it popped up. See how it looks. Let's see if I can set it up properly. How do I do this? Okay, how do I make this like oh I can't change how this looks, can I? Highlight video. A stream marker. What about highlight? What about a stream marker? Can I make shorts? I don't know. Alright, let me get everything ready here. That's loud. That's loud. I hit the wrong button. Okay, what's that? Oh, it's a new activity. Oh, new like. Got it. Thanks. Thanks. What the hell did I just do? Back to the live stream, please. Thank you. Can't tell what the hell's going on. Figured out what I was doing wrong. Got everything set up. Gonna play Pokémon. Gonna start. You ain't nothing but a hound dog. I don't know why I started doing that one. That's really loud in my ear. Yes, I have the Japanese version. I'm sorry, I live in Japan. Is that a problem? Am I the one? Is there a reason why? No! I want to use the good controller. Wait, can I connect this? Because I know this won't connect to the plate. The. Hold on, I'm trying to connect it. Give me a second here. You are charging. Why won't you connect? I don't want to use terrible Joy-Cons. No. Please, God, save me from bad Joy-Cons. Hold on, let's give it like a second to charge. Like, actually a second here. And maybe if I just keep it connected, it'll be good to go. I probably didn't charge it long enough. Let me switch cables, actually. I'm giving my controller a second to charge. I apologize if you have to sit here and listen to the Leaf Green music. And yes, we're playing the Japanese one because that's what I have access to. Why are you not turning on? Bro, this thing wants to fight me. Hold on. Let me see if this will work. Because I'm not using those terrible Joy-Cons. It ain't happening. I refuse. I refuse. Oh, okay. Try this again. I mean, it's charging. Do I have to use these? Maybe I can use them at the start and then disconnect them. Okay, we'll just have to use the Joy-Cons to start. My controller's not charged. Sad face. You know what? I mean, it's really just saying, like, there's various Pokemon. から、自分で世界, you know, Pokemon, your own world, します. That's not what I wanted. Shush. No, I don't need recommendation tips on how to use controls. That's all this is. It's just telling me what the controls are. I don't need to know it. これから始める世界であなたは一人の準行となで冒険をすることになります。街や道、洞窟、絵の中など至るところにいる人たちに話しかけ、いろいろなものを調べて、this is irrelevant. It's irrelevant information that I have no care in. It's just like, hey, welcome to the world of Pokemon. You can enjoy. I'd rather listen to the old man say it. はじめまして。ポケットモンスターの世界へようこそ。私の名前おっけど、みんなからはポケモンハッケスト。下忘れておろうよ。ポケットモンスターと呼ばれよう生き物たちが至るところに住んでいる。そのポケモンという生き物の人はボテンにしたり、勝負に使ったり、そして私はこのポケモンの研究をしているというわけだ。Yes, he's gonna get a weird voice. Enjoy that. では、はじめに君のことを教えてもらおう。君は男の子かな、それとも女の子？男の子。It's boy. 君の名前は桜井です。桜井。ふむ桜井といいんだな。はい。こつは私の孫。君のお名前じめであり、ライバルである。名前はなんでいかな I'm gonna go for a classic. I hope you're all ready. Hold on. I'm debating, should I do this in hiragana or katakana? I mean, technically katakana would be correct. I need bo. Ho. So I need ho. Fu, o, kaki, ku, ke, ko, sa, su, se. I need ha. So this is ha, he, bu, he, ho, bo, bo. I need bo, ru, boru, boz. His name is Boz. Boz. I hope you enjoy the poor translated way of saying this. Sorry. No, I forgot something. Hold on a second. It's this. Alright, there you go. I went with a classic. His name is Balls. Balls. Balls でだんたかなそうだ。お前だしたぞ。坊主と名前だ。Yes. 桜井。いろいろこれから君の物語の始まりだ。夢とポケンとポケットモンスターの世界。いい。しょ。Go. Yes, I made our nemesis the proper name, like he should be. Sakurai Posokon no. So I'm not gonna read all this every single time. Don't worry. I feel like that'd be kind of like just unnecessary amounts of reading. Like I didn't read this in English. Why am I gonna read this in Japanese? It's not gonna change my opinion on it. お母さん、それね、男の子はいつか食べに出るものなのよ。うん。テレビの話を。それば、隣のおきどは稼が。お名前を呼んでたよ。楽しいテレビ、I don't care. I don't even know why I pressed the television. I know better. I actually never played, I did play Leaf Green. I played it back in high school because a buddy of mine lent me his copy of Pokemon Leaf Green because I wanted a soft-boiled Clefable so badly. And so he lent me his copy of Pokemon Leaf Green, and then I never got it back from him. Yes, and his name is Balls for anybody turning in to the stream now. That's how you say balls. Balls in Japanese. I couldn't probably just said S, but I thought Z would be a better way to go with it. So his literal name is Ballz. Oi, made. Oh, I didn't get to finish reading that. I read it faster than I could have. 危ない。どこだった草むらでは野生のポケモンが飛びだろうす。こちらもポケモンを持っていれば戦えろのがだがそうしゃちょっとわしについできな I didn't mean to press A. That was my fault. Bum, bada bum, bum, bada bum, bada bum, 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 bada bum, bada bum. じゃあ、おこず、坊主、じいさん、待ちくだびりたいす。坊主か、おう、そうか。わしが余談のじゃった。ちょっと待て、俺。ほれ、桜井。そこに3匹ポケモンがいるじゃろう。ほほ。マスターボールの中にポケモンが入れてあるじゃ。昔は わしもボリボリのポケモントレーナーとして鳴らしたもの溺れた今はポケモンも3匹しか残らながお前に1匹やろさあ選びボルズあゾロイ資産じいさん俺にもくれよまあ終わったろうな坊主お前も好きなものを取れ Okay, so do we want to go for a shiny? So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to save. I guess that's the question. Do we want to aim for a shiny? Like, that sounds like a really awful thing. Who's this one? This one's Charmander, isn't it? I don't want Charmander. I think Charizard's overhyped. Blastoise is cool, but he's actually kind of like... I actually like Bulbasaur. I'm sorry for anybody who's like wants to, debate me on that one. But I actually like Bulbasaur. So if I remember correctly, we can literally just reset the game by just pressing all 4 buttons. So I'm going to do this. But if I also remember correctly, I do not want to nickname my Bulbasaur. I never nickname my Pokemon. I like their names. I don't like naming them. I don't know why. I never liked nicknaming things. I did it when I was a kid. I don't do it. I didn't do it when I was a kid. I don't do it now. I've never nicknamed my Pokemon. I think I have to do this. Oh, wait, no. I could have just opened my menu. I didn't have to do that. God damn it. I guess we'll see if I even get a shiny. That's the best way to figure it out, I guess. Probably not. The luck I'd have if I got this a shiny would be crazy. Alright, well, it wasn't shiny. So we'll go again. Round 2. I don't know. I just think it'd be fun to have a shiny Bulbasaur. Is something wrong with that? I think the only thing that sucks is you do have to go through all this. Why? Shiny Bulbasaur. Yes. I like shiny Bulbasaur. I like Bulbasaur. I love Bulbasaur. Bulbasaur low-key awesome. People like to shit on him. I'm like, nah, man. He's cool. Is it wrong that I want him shiny? I don't actually know what he looks like shiny. I guess. I guess we're now doing a shiny grab. So we're just going to keep grinding this. Is that how I figured out? We just open it? I think so. I think I can just open it and look at him, right? I don't know. I'm not. This is going to take 10 hours. I don't know. We'll see. I mean, yeah, statistically it takes 10 hours in these games to do it. I gotta wait for Balls to grab his 2 characters. Yes, he's named Balls, by the way. Enjoy his name. That was weird. It like the audio cut in from the music from Professor Oak's area. I wish it could just show you right here instead of showing you the visual of Bulbasaur. I feel like that would save me a lot of time and I could just do it now instead of having to watch him walk, instead of having to say no to nicknaming. Oh, it just seems annoying. This is gonna be interesting. I might give up after a certain point. I don't really care. I just thought it'd be a kind of fun thing to like start our stream off like this, or if I can get. I think I'll give up after a little bit. But I genuinely wanted to see, can I get a shiny at all? I at least want to get it at a point where if like anybody else saw this, they'd be like, what the fuck, man? Why? How did you do this? So if I can't get it within like an unreasonable amount of time, then... And I mean unreasonable as in like super fast. I don't care enough to like do this in a manner that's like this. I won't do this. I think the only shinies I've ever gotten without intentionally hunting, outside of like the shiny Gyarados that everybody gets. You know, it'd be funny if like they was actually shiny and I just pressed it because I just went on impulse. Oh, it'd be so bad. I feel like I'm gonna do that. Like I'm gonna accidentally. I'm just gonna hit reset after I just got the shiny Bulbasaur. I'd do that. I'd 100% do that by pure mistake. What other shinies have I gotten before? I think I've gotten a shiny Scyther. I don't remember how many other games I've gotten shinies in. And how many other Pokemon I've gotten shiny. Oh, it's a boy. I'm not. I could check it. I could also just go for the stats. Oh, well, it's irrelevant to go for stats because 90% of the Pokemon I have to fight. It looks like a green Gatorade. Yeah, so I just have to watch for that. Although the color, I might miss it and just completely reset the game anyway. In which then I'd lose my shit. But then that'd also be a very good clippable moment, I think. The internet would die on that one. Watches me reset on a shiny Bulbasaur. But I'll never beat the Pokemon guy who, like, there's only one other Pokemon clip I've ever gotten. And it's the first time I actually played one of these in Japanese, back before I could actually read Japanese. And I threw a Master Ball at a Magikarp. I'm not even joking. I threw a Master Ball at a Magikarp. And there's my moment of sitting there going, that was weird. How did I catch it so easily? It was like level 40 with a Pokeball. Because I thought I threw a Pokeball. It was not a Pokeball. It was my only Master Ball. And I threw it at a goddamn fucking Magikarp. I lost my shit. I was so mad. I actually turned the game off. And when I turned it back on, when I turned it back on, I just so happened to be in the worst possible position for me to be in, which was like 3 gyms away from where I was. And I was like, are you serious? Because I was playing Pokemon Crystal, which I was in the Johto region. So I was doing all the gyms, and I defeated 3 of them before I even got to this point. Never once did I think, oh, I'm going to throw my Master Ball at a Magikarp. That was an awful experience. That is not a shiny. I probably won't keep doing this too long. I'm keeping an eye on the timer. If I don't get it in like the next like, I'll say like 7 minutes, I'll cut this. I'm gonna stop doing the shiny grab. I don't have the patience for this. I don't know how people do have the patience for this shit. That's insane. I think I'd rather hatch for shinies if that's a possibility. I don't know if that's easier. Hatching eggs to get a shiny. Is that easier? Yes and no. Why yes and no? It's probably not easier in this game because you don't have Magmar to like. You don't have like what's his name, Magtar or something like that, the big ass Magmar evolution from Diamond and Pearl, who has like the heat body, who helps evolve or hatch eggs. And I don't really have an effective way to like strap a rubber band to my controller and just let it infinitely run. Like and hatch eggs nonstop. Because I wouldn't complain about that. I'd definitely go for shinies like that. Because I used to do that when I had my 3DS. Is I just attach a rubber band to it and just let the eggs hatch while I'd sit there working on homework and stuff. because I was looking for like different attributes and different, obviously different attributes and different special abilities. I can't name the number of Blazikins or Torchics I hatched with Adamant Nature that I was like, oh no, someone else wants this. Threw it in there, made the note Adamant Nature, and that was it. Because I didn't want the Adamant Nature Torchic, not even because the IVs were bad, but because I wanted special ability speed boost, which was like a 5% chance. I sat there for hours doing that. So I can't imagine doing this. This is awful. I'm going to be as fast as I can about this. So we're just going to keep like just speeding through it. No, I wanted that. Give me Bulbasaur. Depends on the game. I believe chances go up if one of the partners is shiny. Depending on the egg, it is more able to take more steps than certain places with. Okay. What if I had a shiny Ditto? Because I have a shiny Ditto with perfect IVs. Someone traded it to me back in like the Oris era. Because I had, I guess, the thing they wanted. Now, obviously, I'm not going to be able to put it in this game. That would help? Okay. Yeah, because I have a shiny Ditto with perfect IVs. So it means I could probably, if I genuinely wanted to, grind for a perfect IV shiny that's competitively viable. If I'm insane, you know. I'll give it, yeah, we got 3 more minutes of me trying this, and then I'm going to stop, and I'm just going to go for it. Because I don't care enough. I'd rather hatch it at that point. I think my favorite thing that has come from this game's release is the number of people getting mad that people are not emulating it. I'm like, bro, people have been of the Pokemon side, and honestly, Nintendo fans in general, have been going for years posting the Patrick Star and what's his name, Man Ray meme, going where Patrick's Nintendo, Man Ray's over here, Man Ray. Oh, I see you have these amazing old games. I wish for you to go ahead and re-release them on the newer consoles. Nintendo does not have any plans to release these in the future. But do you understand? If I'm willing to give you money to purchase this product, I would not have to go to other sources, which I know you do not like. Pirating is illegal and you should not do it. I'm fully aware. I am just saying, hey, if you do this... Did that guy have less HP than the last one? Hold on. That one had 19. I might actually try to see if I can get a better nature, though. I actually don't know what nature you'd want for Bulbasaur. Not like IVs really matter in the early game, or EVs. IVs and EVs don't matter because you just can't do shit with it. Because, like I said, there's going to be a row of Pidgeys. I'm going to ruin it with nothing but speed EVs. And then eventually Weedles, which actually do pretty decent. Actually, what is your HP? Oh yeah, it was different. Alright, we got 2 more minutes of this. I already said I'm going to drop the shiny stuff if I don't get it in the next, if I didn't get it in 30 minutes. Its health stat was awful. After that, I'll just do it until, like, I see a stat that I like. And if the stat I like if the HP stat's high enough, because it is a Bulbasaur, I want to see tank. I want to see good, like, at least generally decent IVs. I'm not really sure how to tell the IVs, because that's not something you can, like, tell off the bat, but I can at least see it has really good HP, and then, like, weaker or something else. So this one has decent HP. Okay, well, we still got some time. Alright. So. Watch me get the shiny this time, but it's like 19 HP, and I'll like be like, but its HP is bad. The game would notoriously know how to piss me off then. Yep, there's the 19 HP. I don't want that. I don't want 19 HP. I want my Bulbasaur to have more than that. I saw one with 21. I want the 21. If you can at least give me that, I'll take that. We're going to listen to this song several times. Oh my god. Especially since I have to fight that damn Charmander. Which, I don't know what his stats are going to be. 20. I said I want the 21. I know I got 21 before. I want 21 again. That means good HP stats. I want good defense stats. That's all I'm after now. No more shiny. I don't care. I just want the HP of D21 again. Balls, can you hurry up and pick your Pokemon? It's 21. I didn't even check the nature. I can't even read the nature. What does it matter? I just want to see its HP be 21. Because I'm not crazy. I saw that before, right? Da-da-da. 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 That's 20. I can't even read the nature. That's the point. I don't see it. I just can only base the nature off the HP. That tells me it's at least roughly in some area of like high HP and defense. That's what I mean. Like I mean I can kind of read it, but the nature system is kind of weird when I try to read it on here. Let me see here. Sakurai. Shinryoku. That's its ability. I can read Japanese to a point, but I'm not sure where the nature is exactly. Tereyana sete kaku. Masarata funde. Maserata funde. The fuck? I also don't even, and also nature don't matter in this part. I can read it to a degree, but I don't know a lot. There's some words I don't know. It's got shy personality. God damn it. Oh yeah, yeah. Tere's not. So it's not as actually much as it's not that I can't really read it. It's more like I'm being lazy. There's a lot of moments I'm going to be very lazy with some of the reading. I can be very lazy on my reading. Admittedly, this does make it easier because it is hiragana, but that's not the point. Shy is relatable. Okay. It's too late. I already shuffled off Shy. That's 19. That's awful. Oh god. What is that? Naughty nature. I don't even think Naughty's good in this one. I'm 100% Naughty's actually pretty damn bad. If I remember correctly. Adam, it's not what we want on Bulbasaur. I forget what we want on Bulbasaur. What do we want on Bulbasaur? We don't want Naughty. I'm not trying to, like I said, I'm not trying to Eevee train, but I don't. I want Modest. Okay. So if I see Modest, we'll take it. Like then again, again, how am I gonna train it effectively? Because everything in the first route is a speed stat, a speed EV, and you don't really give Ivysaur speed EVs. He's Mujiya Kinats. Mujiya? What the fuck? Mischief. That's not modest. Oh god. It said modest. I'll keep it in mind then. Well, this is fun. I don't know how shiny hunters do this shit, like, casually. Like, I'm gonna sit here for 10 hours and keep resetting this game until this guy's shiny? No. I'm doing this for a nature. How do you do this for shinies? Special attack up at... This one's brave. Brave nature. Modest is a special attack up, I'm assuming, and then attack down. I don't think we want brave nature. Dude, I'm gonna find a shiny before the one I want at this point. I feel it'd be easier to get nature than shiny. I think the only reason I wouldn't be able to do a Nuzlocke is because I can't, like, just pick up one Mon. I like picking up lots of Mon. Wanabakuna. It's another naughty. God damn it, I don't want naughty nature. So what would be, like, the arguably okay nature? Because you said modest is, like, best for Ivysaur. Or Venusaur. But what would be, like, the arguably the second, like, the second best? This one's lonely. Before I reset, I want to hear what you say before I make, like, that decision. Keep it. It's relatable. That's not a good reason to keep it. Also, I'm not lonely. Yeah. So is this HP up or special attack up? Like, is this one decent? I think in, like, actual honesty, is this like actually decent? Jokes aside. Because if so, I'll take it. Like I said, IV training really doesn't matter, or EV training doesn't really matter, and the whole thing. I know Hokyo, that's attack, isn't it? Hokyo is attack, so thanks, fam. Motherfucker. No, it's attack. It's attack up minus defense. That's what I don't want. I want defense up at least. Anything HP or defense up. Attack up is not helpful. HP would be preferable. Oh, there we go again. What do we got here? Oh god. We got modest nature, people. There's the modest nature. Yeah, because there's his attack stat, special, defense. Its HP's 19. Special. Alright, we'll keep that then. We finally finished. We're not gonna try this anymore. I'm not doing it. We're just gonna save. God, I'm thirsty. Sure. Please. I finished this. Yes, I did. Alright. Special attack up, which is gonna be disgusting, because, like, I think several of the first gyms are just deleted by Ivysaur. Balls is a Charmander. Nerd. Ow. Bro, we did like the same amount of damage. What the hell is this? I am not gonna lose to his bitch ass. I will use my potion if I have to. Please don't critical hit me. I'm praying you don't. Huh? I'm gambling on this one. Hey, we got him. Thank you. Hey, we got them experience. Bum ba dum bum ba da bum ba da bum ba da bum ba dum bum ba da. I'm not gonna read all your stuff there, Yoke. We're just not gonna read all. Bowser, yosh. 他のポケモンと戦わせてもっともっと強くするぜ。桜井じいさんそうじゃあべよ。Okay, whatever you say, man. Whatever makes you feel better. Hold on. No, that's not what I was gonna check. Okay, he's healed. I'm gonna save just in case I accidentally hit because I've seen people like accidentally hit the 4 buttons on the Joy-Con and just completely reset their entire playthrough because they didn't save. Bum 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 ba da dum bum 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 na 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 da na 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 dun 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 dun. Dun, dun, dun. Dun, 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 dun. Thanks for the tail whips, bro. That's what I'm saying. I think Rad is one of those who gives you a speed stat. Pidgey gives you speed stats. There's no escaping the speed stats in this road. Now, if I am correct, Weedle and Caterpie give defense stats? What does Weedle give? What EV does Weedle give? And speed. Why does everything in this... Well, I can't catch a Pidgey right now, because all we can do is go into the main area and just get until we get Pokeballs. I have to pick up Oak's crap and do that. Also, that sounds like a lot of work to dodge. How about a Metapod? Defense EVs. I think you get like two normal EVs. Use until you get EVs for SP and HP. What else do we know is in this area? Metapods. Because Metapods give 2 defense, which isn't bad. How about Weedle? I already did Weedle. God damn it. Sparrow? Speed EVs. What the fuck? Why is everything speed EV? How about Nidoran? Or Nidoran. Yeah, Nidoran. Nidoran gives... Male gives attack EV. Okay, Nidoran female gives HP EVs. So, there is a chance. Shiny only? Nah, we can't. We can't. We already tried that for a little bit. We don't have the time for that. Oh my god, we do not. You know how many streams we'd be sitting here watching me for straight up 2 hours apiece? Just shiny, just doing dodges for shinies. Oh my god. If we get it in the first 2, we'd be lucky. I'm good. I'm good. I don't need to do that. I am just a Let's Player, mate. Like, all I do is play these games. We stream them. We'll probably move them to Pokemon. Time to kill 100 Nidos. Yeah, we'll probably end up doing that. I mean, we gotta do it anyway, because this is the older game, so I gotta grind differently. It's not like the newer games where you kind of just like, oh, look. I'm just gonna go ahead and smack whatever the hell I need to right away. Oh, look, it's balls again. そっかり忘れた。俺に何回用事たで。おお、そして、お前たちに頼みがあるんじゃ。机の上にあるのは、あるのは、わしが作ったポケモン図鑑見つけたポケモンのデータがチャートでに書きお前れはポジが増えていくと大変俳句な I can't tell if that Sue has like the double dash or not. It's really weird how it's written. So it's either Sue or Zukan Najia. Sakurai Bozu, kore o omae tachi ni azuketoru. I keep thinking it's Zoo, but I don't know. I didn't get to, like I said, I didn't really get to play this game. I played this game once just to get a soft-boiled Clefable. I traded it immediately into my copy of Pokemon Diamond and Pearl once I did that. And then I gave the game back to my friend. That is the most I've ever played of this game. In which the newer games ruined my soft-boiled Clefable anyway, because the stupid Sword and Shield made me reset all the moves on my Clefable, so I was kind of pissed off. We don't have to battle again, do I? I don't think we battle again right now. Alright, so now we can catch Amon, right? That's Pokemon. I need bag. What did Charizard give me? Or Charmander? God damn it. Charmander gave me a Speed EV. So I got 2 Speed EVs. Alright, we got 5 Pokeballs. So we can catch a Pidgey. We can definitely get the Pidgey into play. So Pidgey's actually pretty strong. Gotta reset the run. There's no way to dodge the first 2 Speed EVs. Or the first Speed EV. Because it's Charmander. You have to fight the Charmander. No, I don't care enough. Like, it's not that big of a deal. I'll go and get that, but we'll find the Nidos and we'll fight them. That is a really weak Pidgey. Could I get at least a level 3? I'll just lose. I ain't losing to him. I'm not losing to some nerd named Balls. Lose to someone named Balls. Nah, man. I think you have to add in 2 speed. You have to add 2 of some Eevee anyway. So it's not a big deal. What does Mankey give? Attack. The man gives attack. I also don't really want Mankey. I don't like Mankey. He's a really weird looking. This is in Japanese because I live in Japan and it's just easier for me to. Isn't there an item on here somewhere? So yeah, I have this in Japanese. I live in Japan, and while I do have access to the American store, it costs more money for me to buy it on the American side versus the Japanese one. I don't want Mankeys. I can't make it English. They're only they're language locked. They language locked the store. That's not my fault. So if you want to donate, $40, not $40. You want to donate $20, be my guest, and I'll buy the English one. But I don't have that in my bank account right now. I live in Tokyo, so all my money's in yen, not USD. God damn all these ratas, bro. All these damn ratas. Korata. His name is Korata. Alright, let's see what's in the other area. Maybe there's something else. Because there's Mankeys with attack stats. That's fine. I'm not actually asking you to give me money. I'm just saying, you can't be like, make it English. I have no choice. If I could play an English copy, I would play an English copy. But I don't have access to an English copy. I live in Japan. Most of the games I buy outside of what I currently have access to are in Japanese. We could capture a Pikachu. Would that be good? Maybe. Because I forget, we do have the Viridian Forest right here, and there are Pikachus in the Viridian Forest. They're extremely rare, but that doesn't change the fact I'd be down to get a Pikachu. They just give me more Pokeballs? I'm not a huge fan of emulating. If I'm given the opportunity to have some form of access, then I'm going to do it through as many quote unquote legal channels possible. I've never been a big emulation fan. When I was a kid, I didn't really know I had emulations because I just bought them from the flea market. What did this old man throw me? TV. Oh, it's like a instructions TV. I bought it on the Switch. but you can only buy it in the language of wherever you're buying it. So in my case, I have to buy it in Japanese in Japan. I can't buy it with Japanese currency in English. What does Metapod give? Or like, centipede, Caterpie. Metapod gives HP. So, I mean, Metapod's on the list of things we can beat up. So that's actually a good sign. Because I was like, oh, crap, how am I going to graze this thing? So we said HP and special attack, right? So special attack and HP. Those are our two targets. So I'm not, and if you use emulations, I'm not here to diss on you using emulations. It's your choice. 100%. I am just not a person who likes to use them. That's it. It's always been that way for me. Like when I first started streaming years ago on my OG channel, I would stream with retro consoles as many times as I could. I would find the original version. I would buy out the original type. I would do everything in my power to stream it as authentic as possible. Because one, I'm going to be honest, people loved it. People literally I turn on my stream and you just hear the Dreamcast or the GameCube doing the GameCube sound. And people loved it. It is a great feeling to see or hear those again. In which emulation just cannot replicate that in the same way, in my opinion. Maybe there's a emulator that like has like the auto setup on it. I'm gonna keep going until I find a Pidgey so I can get somebody else on my team. I don't want to just have like one. And I'm not having a Rata. Screw Rata. I really don't like Weedle. I don't know why. I've just never been a fan. That'd be kind of cool. I mean, maybe we'll do some kind of shiny hunting stream. Right now, it's just a Let's Play thing. We might do something. I can say for fact... yeah, no, I had an original Dreamcast. It's actually still back at my place in America. Along with my PlayStation 1. But now we have the PlayStation 3. But I have to buy some, like, extra stuff to get the PlayStation 3 running. Yes, we can fight the Metapods. I just realized there's no animation to these Pokemon in this era. That's kind of sad. They spoiled us with Ruby and Sapphire then. And Emerald. I think there was animations in those, right? I need to get a Pidgey somehow. Shikashi. So, like... I know for a fact I've run into a couple shinies in my Diamond and Pearl, because my Diamond and Pearl was like an 800 hour playthrough back on my OG Diamond. I ran into quite a number of shinies. Sadly, they were pretty much always the same shinies, so it was insufferable. Like, I had the weird one that looks like it's a shell, like a slimy snail. I had like 4 of those shiny. 800 hours? I was in grade school. That's how. I didn't do anything else other than play video games, play soccer with my friends, and watch Dragon Ball Z and Yu-Gi-Oh! Like, I've never played Platinum. That's another game that we have on the list of Let's Plays that people want me to see me play. And I will inevitably try to play on stream. I've never got to play Platinum. I do want to play it, and I will play it on stream when I can. But that's probably all further down the road when I actually have, like, money. Hopefully. Hey, we got a Pidgey. It's level 3, so it's not amazing, but I could work with it. If I, like, level it a little bit more. As long as I don't one-shot it here. Please don't one-shot it. Please don't critical hit it. Please don't critical hit it. I will cry. Okay, we can Pokeball it now. Bad good. I apologize for my cough. Yeah, 8 hours, 800 hours is easy if you're a kid. $800, like, I mean, my Dark Souls one was pretty big too. Have I completed this game before? No. I have never completed this game. I played Pokemon Leaf Green on my Game Boy Advance when I was a kid because my friend lent me his copy of Pokemon Leaf Green. That is it. And I didn't even beat the game because all I was after was a soft boiled Clefable. So as soon as I made soft boiled Clefable, I immediately exported it out and gave my buddy back his game. Because he already had the game beat. So all I had to do was make the Clefable. Okay, so now we got a Pidgey. Oh, I don't want to hold an item. Alright, now we gotta level up the Pidgey. How I never owned it. I never actually owned this game. My buddy lent me his copy that he already had a save on. And I just... That was weird. And I just was like, okay, cool. Can I just borrow it from you so I can put a... So I can get a soft-boiled Clefable? And he's like, yeah, sure. And he literally just threw me his game, and I went ahead and just got a soft-boiled Clefable. Can you stop tail whipping me, you asshole? Unless you're only going to tail whip, then I have no problem. Rata gives speed stats, if I'm correct. Ratata. Yeah, speed effort values. Okay. Both of them give... It and its evolution give speed. No, I beat Emerald. I had a copy of Emerald at one point. I actually had a physical copy of Emerald. But that was long ago. Before I even started streaming. Did he just tail whip the whole time? He did. Cool. Shoot. Sorry. I live in Tokyo, so... I mean... Yeah, I live in Tokyo, so, like, the stream... See you, mate. I mean, you can just watch the replay later. It's always up for access. Bum, 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 bum. Do, 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 do. Haha, he tail whipped. What a fool! He'll now die for it. Maybe. He died for it. Poor lad. He never had a fighting chance. He never truly got to see what incredible light was ahead of him. Yeah, because you live in the States. It's not at the same time, man. It's like 1 a.m. for me. I live in Tokyo. If I'd assume if it's 10 a.m. for them, they may be in Vietnam-ish, Singapore, Philippines. It's hard to say. 10 p.m. No, Singapore. It'd probably have to be like Singapore or Malaysia or something like that. India. That's my like estimate. I'm not really sure if it's 10. Look at all them speed stats this Pidgey's getting. This one be fast Pidgey. Everything's gonna die to it. Crazy speed stats. But I have to keep going back and healing. This is the only thing that sucks about the old Pokemon games. Is the grind is so much harder. Because it's not harder. It's just takes more time. Newer games, they cut down the time so easily now. You don't have to sit there and like keep running back in the bush and, you know, grind for one Pokemon. No, you just grind for the entire team. You're from India. Hello, how you doing, mate? I have a couple followers from India. I live in Tokyo. I'm from the States though, so I'll make that very clear. God damn it. That's why our game's in Japanese. Oh, my Pidgey's about to go down, isn't it? Unless this thing tail whips. Make your last attack a tail whip. Do it. Why did I miss? Nope, I'm out. Jackass. Yeah, Tokyo's a vibe. A little expensive, but a vibe. I'm not gonna... Can I even cheat things in here on the Switch version? I don't think that's possible. Yeah, I don't think that's a possibility. No, I didn't want to talk to you there, Stewie. No. Escape. Yeah, Tokyo's a vibe. I'm actually trying to get a hold of a Game Boy player, because I think it'd be kind of fun if we can, get a Game Boy player, and then hook it up to Pokemon Coliseum app when we do that Let's Play. Yeah, I'm gonna be. It's 1 in the morning. But I'm usually always sleepy, so it's whatever. This is my Mugi-chan. Level 5! Did we learn an attack that actually will do something? Oh my god, dude, I just took one step. I literally can't. I gotta heal. My Pidgey about to go down. No. Yeah, no, I'm always a little bit tired. I can't play Valorant, I'm sorry to say. That game just is so slow for me. I am not I barely can play slow games. What's the pro and con about living in Tokyo? Like, Tokyo specific or Japan? Because I got, like, pro and cons for, like, living in Japan and living in Tokyo. GTA 5, I've never been a Grand Theft Auto fan, so I won't deny on that one, too. Let's just go with Tokyo. Okay. Pros with Tokyo, I mean, you'll find easy access to people who may speak English. Way easier than you would if you, like, went way more out. That's just a fact. Areas that guarantee English speaking will almost always cost more money, though, is kind of a con. So, like, if you go to, I think it's called Minato area here in Tokyo, it's just, like, filled with, like, some of the biggest scammers you will ever find, who constantly try to get you to come into, like, their clubs and stuff like that, and you're just like, dude, I just am tired, leave me alone, please. Or, shops that'll overcharge you, especially if you speak English. Like, sometimes they'll try to charge you more because they think you don't know. But that also means the pro of finding more English speakers is, like, for example, whenever I go see a doctor, there's some doctors I actually meet who have some competency of English and or have full understanding of English, which is kind of cool because my nose, throat, and head doctor is able to speak fluent English. They're really chill, and I like seeing them when I can. my doctor for like body. Forza, only racing game I've ever been a fan of is Need for Speed, and they haven't made a good one of those in a hot minute. Forza is just like, I can't afford getting into NASCAR, so I'm just gonna do this. Need for Speed, I get to tip police cars. Yeah, I'll do post game because post game actually has cool content and has a lot of the stuff that you normally would get through mystery gifts, and I'm just like, hell yeah, let's do that. We can shiny hunt those guys. I don't mind. Doesn't Forza? I mean, actually, no. Forza's on PlayStation. Minecraft, I do Minecraft occasionally. Occasionally, I play Minecraft. But that's more like, am I in the mood? I'm a very big Let's Player. Like, I will play a game, we will play it through. We may do more than what currently is, like, the story, if the game kind of insists on it. And then move on to the next game. Oh, yeah, no, Minecraft requires a lot of labor. It's a lot of grinding. I mean, right now I'm doing a lot of grinding, but I like Pokemon. I like Minecraft too, but I have to be in the mood for Minecraft grinding. Okay? I have to be in the mood knowing I'm wasting my time. Oh, what the hell? Oh, that's the Pokédex. Minecraft's chill. I played a lot of different games. Dark Souls, I'm a big fan of. I'm a big fan of FromSoft titles. Like, I want to play Armored Core really badly, and all the Armored Cores are here in Japan, and I'm genuinely interested in trying to play them because they look really fun. What is this other move I have? Is this Peck? No, it's Sand Attack. God damn it. I thought it was Peck. I got all excited. I'm like, Dark Souls 1 or Dark Souls 3? Oh crap, I Sand Attacked again. I was thinking, that is really hard to say, because I love Dark Souls. I can speedrun Dark Souls 1. I'll say that. I can definitely 100% speedrun Dark Souls 1. Dark Souls 3, on the other hand, I like because it's obviously a much more polished and finished game. But I do kind of like the jankiness, the weirdness, the organic feel that comes from playing Dark Souls 1. Plus, grinding for humanity is so BS in that game. It's hilarious. PvP was so jank. It's not even funny. Like, I play the PvP in Dark Souls 1 just because of how janked it is. No, like, Dark Souls 3, though, is not bad. I like Dark Souls 3. Horror games are hit or miss for me. If I do play horror games, they're very selective, and it's not because of, like, scary or not scary. It's more about quality. I'm a huge Silent Hill fan because Silent Hill gives you quality for the most part. Versus, like, hell, I'm gonna say it now. Poppy's Playtime. I got to. I am not going to stream Poppy's Playtime 4 or Chapter 5. If you see my channel, I have streamed 1, 2, and 3. I will not touch 4 and 5 because I thought 4 was like really diverged from where the original story was going. Like 3 really held it to that point, and then when I saw 4, I was just like, what is going on? Because I watched Mark play it, and then I saw Mark literally make his comments on it on both games, and I have to openly agree with him because that's how I felt, not only watching his game, but also playing it slowly. 3 kind of wasn't bad. 3 really had, like, some cool concepts involved. It had some really good ideas, and I really wish they stuck to the story. And then they were like, you know what? Let's add this weird, unnecessary twist in 4. And I was like, why? And then they made 5, and I just watched Mark play it because I was like, dude, I don't even know if I want to play this. Because, like, I was already put off by number 3. to a degree. To a degree. I didn't think it was awful, but there's a part of me that was just like, I'm not sure, man. I should actually be bringing out Bulbasaur here and not Pidgey. Because there's a lot more Metapods that I will run into, and Bulbasaur can farm off that. My PC specs? The system I'm using right now is a Intel i7 12700KF, which is which is a fairly decent processor. This one specifically is like 32 gigabytes of RAM with a 3080 Ti in there. Asus Wi-Fi motherboard, yada yada yada. It's a pretty decent rig. Honestly, in this day and age, you really don't need to go past the 30 series to get like good quality. The other PC I use has a 3070 and 16 gigabytes of 16 gigabytes of DDR5. Same processor. Both of them use the same processors. If you're like, let's say you're playing Valorant, you don't need anything more than like a 1660 to run most of that stuff. If you're streaming it, probably a 2070. I'm a big IT nerd, so I'll say it now. If you are only playing Valorant and like GTA 5, you do not need a 40 series graphics card other than maybe the 4060. The 4060 is kind of natural. I just hate the price tag, and I definitely don't like the hardware. Oh, I did not mean to hit that button. An i5 650, that's not terrible. 3050 is okay. I was not... It's a relatively decent card. The problem with the 3050 was the price point, but I'm assuming you probably didn't pay that high of a price point for it in this day and age. 16 gigabytes of RAM. For honestly, anybody who tells you need DDR5 is full of shit. DDR4 works just fine. You just want to get like 8K rendering for videos, which most people don't even have a monitor that renders 8K, so doesn't matter unless you're doing flight simulations. And an i5 6500 is not awful. I mean, i5s are relatively decent. I just am a little hit or miss about that being like what it is, but like I said, not a bad rig. Very good starting stream rig. Intel, in my opinion, really good system if you're actually trying to just stream. If you were to go Intel, that'd be a pure workstation system. Because I don't like... There's a Pikachu, guys. I don't know. It's kind of tempting. An i3 is not terrible. Are you trying to stream? Because if you're not, it doesn't matter. GT 730, does it play the games you need? Then it doesn't matter. DDR3, 8 gigabytes. Can you play what you want to play? If that's the case, you're good to go. It doesn't matter what your rig is. I used to play League of Legends on a Dell Inspiron laptop. Integrated graphics. Honestly, if you don't really need to, it's not necessary. You can, and maybe you're still within a decent generation that you can move up to like an i7 from that generation. Then that's exactly my point. I don't think people always need to have insane rigs. I do because I do video editing. I do, graphic design. I do 3D modeling. I play video games for stream. I'm streaming with this PC. NVIDIA's processors or graphics cards, at least the 30 series, at least the 1660 and the high-end 10 series, all had the cores necessary to stream. But you also notice I rarely play high-end graphics games. I went to Intel because it has better processing for emulators if I so need to use an emulator. That's about it. Like, i5's not bad. Would I recommend go to an i7 when you can? Yes, but because I think it's maybe bottlenecking your 30 series at most. Um, I know I know I don't have a god PC. I have a decent PC. I have a really decent PC. It's not god level. It's good. It's good. There's no ifs, ands, or buts. I only want the Pikachu is Pikachu. Pikachu ain't entirely trash. There's just better electrics to go with. I think I might just catch it to catch it. Nah, I don't really need it. It's only speed EV anyway. Yeah, if it does what you need, then it doesn't matter. Honestly, at that rate, you might as well just see if you can. If you relatively wanted to upgrade, you could actually literally just eBay search office PCs, and sometimes people sell them for so cheap that you could probably build a relatively decent gaming PC off of one of those. People like to shit on like PC parts, but it's like if I went and found like a 2 generation old Dell office computer, you could literally just modify it to literally run a normal amount of necessary things that you would want. That's a defense EV. We don't want defense EVs. We want HP. Then that's perfectly fine. If it does what you need it to do, that's all it is. I just know with like, oh my god, I've run into literally all the EVs Ivysaur does not want. What does Sandshrew give? Because I know I'm going to have to fight Sandshrew, Geodude. One defense EV. Okay. Add Sandshrew to the party. It's not going to be my choice. I'm talking about the gym. I'm inferring to the gym. Because I know in the gym we're going to have to fight Sandshrews, Geodudes, and an Onix. I think Onix gives, what does Onix give? That entire team is just defense EVs. Yeah, they're all defense EVs. I don't know about that because I might mispronounce it and I do not have the skills to speak Hindi. Respectfully. And I have friends who speak Hindi and I don't want to be caught saying something I shouldn't be saying. So I'm gonna keep it at that. Mankey. Right now I'm trying to get the water EVs. Or the water stuff. Ah, but Mankey sucks. I'd rather get like a freaking a Metapod at that point. Because Butterfree don't matter. Oh, here's a Metapod. I probably should catch one of these Caterpies because I actually like Butterfree. Butterfree's kind of good. And we'll need the poison for Psychic Gym later. Like insect attacks. Then again, I might have poison with... Well, I don't use like Toxic Sludge or anything, I think, with Bulbasaur. It's usually like actual grass types. And Psychics or grass is weak to Psychic, but... Oh, it's a hard decision. I could get a Bug type for the Psychic Gym later. That also knows Psychic moves. I mean, I'll take a shot at it later. God damn it, I keep opening that. I gotta heal my Bulbasaur. I didn't even notice. I wasn't paying attention. I'd probably have to ask them how to say it effectively. Like, you can write it down, but I know there's like... I don't know how Hindi goes for like... what kind of dialectal tones to use. Just take note, I've learned some languages. I don't try to mispronounce anything. if possible. So I'd like to hear it first. Hearing it's easier for me than reading. Because that's how when I first started learning Chinese, my Mandarin, my friends from China were giving me a little bit of... Well, my one friend was giving me flack. The other ones were actually, like, commending the action. And I was trying to it. Because I used to say, it was like, so, like... Because I remember when I tried to practice, I wouldn't know how to use certain tonal effects from Mandarin. Such as, ni zhai zhou xie ma, or ni zhai zhou xie ma. Which apparently is like the difference from saying like what time is it and what are you doing? I'm like, oh, my bad. God, they don't give me no good options in the start, man. I actually should run to the... Well, because then I also have to fight a lot of the bug trainers, don't I? You'd be surprised, at least in the States, I've gotten some people who either... I've gotten flack in the States probably more times than not. From both ends of the spectrum. Like, from obviously super pro-American people who want to, like, crap on me for being multilingual. Hell, it happened when I went back to the States, and then I had another person who tried to crap on me saying that I didn't know what I was talking about, even though they couldn't speak the language themselves. Duolingo is not the greatest. It's a good way to get the base resources, but you do have to rely more on a lot of self-study. Oh, there's a Pokeball up here. I forgot. Yeah, it's right there. Like, I remember because I did Uber when I visited the US. Someone actually gave me crap because I spoke Japanese. He's like, if you want to speak Japanese so bad, why do you come to America? And I'm like, I'm from America? What did you want me to say? Like, I'm confused. He's like, I'm just thinking if you're living in America, you got to speak English only. And I'm like, no, not really. It's like, oh yeah, what other languages do we speak here? Yeah, those people suck. But then you also have the other side of the spectrum, which go like, you don't know what you're talking. You don't know how to properly say that. Why are you speaking it if you don't know what you're saying? And I'm like, I do. And then they'll try to like correct me. And it's like, I know what, and then they're doing it incorrect. And I know they're doing it incorrect. They're just some white-ass weeaboo who thinks they know better than me. And I'm like, bro, I live there. I speak the language. While I'm not saying I'm perfect in Japanese, I sure as hell know how to speak better than you. Yeah, rural accents are very interesting. But, I mean, I lived up in Illinois for God knows how long. Do you know how many people speak Polish out there? Polish and Russian are, like, probably the two highest languages out in Illinois. There's so many people who speak Polish, Russian, Czech. And there's just a huge community of it. I only knew that because my family was lived on a farm. And those people will buy eggs like crazy. What does Weedle get? What is this one called again? Kakuna? Also defense EVs. Well, we don't want those on our Bulbasaur. And I get it. The accent isn't great. Luckily, I'm able to kind of get around an accent if I hear it, it's spoken enough. The problem I have is, like I said before, if people who think they know what they're talking about try to correct me, and I'm kind of just staring at them like, dude, do you really know what you're talking about, or are you just trying to sound smart? Because you ain't pressing me. I even had one person, so you may have heard that, like, watashi no namae nani nani desu. But for some odd reason, many foreigners even though they may have heard it multiple times in anime, will still say desu. Um, because that's how it's written. It's Desu, and so they think they have to say desu, and it's like not. It's just des. And which is fine. I mean, if you make the mistake and you're willing to learn from it, cool. You cool. You cool in my book. You probably don't know. You're not around Japanese. But if you try to correct me and try to tell me that I'm saying des incorrectly and it's desu, I'm gonna think you a cringy weeaboo. And if you come to Japan, you probably a passport bro. Not the greatest thing to be in Japan. Am I just leveling off of a Weedle right now? She's just string shotting me to death. I missed, bro. How could this happen to me? I made my mistakes. Thank God. That XP bar is now moving pretty damn slow, and I ain't liking it in any way, shape, or form. What else was over there? I'm gonna go over there real quick and see what else we can fight. Because I know in that area over there, that patch of grass over there, there's a couple other things. There's like Sparrow. There's Mankey. I think there's a way to get a Clefairy. There's not a day and night cycle in Fire Red and Leaf Green, is there? Oof. So there's a Mankey over here. Ah, god damn it. I didn't save, did I? How strong's your stuff? I was gonna go over there to try to get, like, some Mons to train on. It's a Pidgey, that's a speed stat. So the Charmander and the Pidgey are gonna suck because they are a speed stat. I don't want either of those on my Bulbasaur. I have no problem beating his ass. What did I get? Oh, it's a potion. Pokémon Toshite Monster Ball. Can I do the Mew glitch now? Start and teleport. Oh wait, don't have that. Shucks. Okay, we're versing a Weedle. That's a good start on Pidgey. Beedle. Beedle. Ah, not Poison Sting. God damn it, he poisoned him. No. That's gonna suck. The speed on this Weedle is also incredibly fast. All I can hope is that the next one is a Metapod, so my boy can fight it. Beedle. Taoreta. Nice. Moshidori Shonen o Shinichi wa Katapi. Ah, okay, we can swap. Send out Bulbasaur now. Thank God I'm not doing a what's it called run. I forgot the name of it. Oh, was that a crit hit? Nice. What is the name of it? I don't remember the name. Caterpie suck my dick, bro. What the Ina. That's pretty close. 72 monies. Yep, there it is. Is that 4 steps before poison triggers? It's usually 2. Oh, that's really forgiving. Yeah, Pidgey's gonna faint. There ain't... Yeah, Pidgey fainted. Yeah, like I said, at least we're not doing a, what's it called, run. Nuzlocke. Oh, that would suck. Chi-Chi's no Rees. Let's get a Mr. Mime. That sounds fun. Alright, I think I can switch to my normal controller now. Hold on a second. Can I do this? Nice. Just better with an actual controller, not the Joy-Cons. Alright, now that we know what we're up against over here... Debating. A level 2 Rata. Ooh. Ew. Okay, we're just gonna one-shot it, no problem. We don't care about a Pidgey stats. There's a Mankey. Level 4 Mankey. We could go for it. I'm just not a super fan of it. There's not any normal gyms in this game, right? Hold on. I mean, there's normal Pokemon from occasion. Especially when we have to go against Giovanna. Yeah, I guess we'll take the Mankey. But now we have to grind Mankey up. Oh boy, Mankey! It's a weird footprint. Looks like the Y chromosome. I don't even know what the second AV1 on Pidgey is, honestly. Not like it really matters. But I also really don't want to fight Mankey. That's also level 5. Damn it. That'd be much easier. Level 2 Rata. God damn it. Damn it. Unless I wanted the Mankeys to fight the Mankeys. That way I can get attack EVs on them. I have been 2 hours into this game and all we've done is grind. Sorry. It's literally just grinding. Hopefully next year I can actually do a tax return. I think actually both speed and attack would be good, so this might be a good spot to kind of grind Mankey. Tail Whip? That's crazy. Another Mankey. Yeah, if you ever see this thing in, like, the later games, its nose, like, does this weird effect as its animation. I'm like, bro, is that what I needed? Was the nose to move? Stop doing Leer. I'm afraid you're gonna one-shot my Mankey. Yeah, like that. It's pretty damn close. Stop it. Oh my god, it's still alive. If I died there, that would have sucked. In the later games, they fixed that, right? Where, like, the sound doesn't go non-stop, if I remember. It'll, like, do it the first time, and then it'll just not make the noise anymore. I think. Or no, that was in Pokemon XD Gale of Darkness. It would do, like, the first second, and it would stop. There were times in that game where my stuff was going to be KO'd with ease. I want this Mankey ready to fight the Pidgey. Wait, is fighting strong against flying again? Or is it the other way around? Guys, I don't play Pokemon. I don't know this stuff. Thanks. Oh boy. I couldn't do the voice there. You just love this Leer, don't you? My boy keeps doing it. Aha! Take a nerd. It's got like Leer priority or something. Level 2. Whatever. I'm just doing this for attack EVs anyway. Fight Red in a bit as soon as we can get my Mankey up. We get Mankey probably about the same where, like, what's it called is? I think it'd be pretty good. Just Rata, Mankey, Rata, Mankey, Rata, Mankey. Tail Whip. Ew. Hopefully, like, next week we can actually start, like, streaming the PlayStation 3 or something. And I'm, like, eventually. What's that move I just learned? But I learned there was, like, so many convoluted things I had to do in order to actually stream the PS3. Because you can't just stream the PS3. You have to, like, connect it to some, like, anti-HDCP setup. So you have to use, like, like an HDMI splitter. The HDMI splitter you have to connect. I mean, you can just connect it into the capture card. God damn it. I'm just gonna go heal Mankey real quick. And after you've done all that, then you can finally stream it. But it's mostly just getting the right. And not all splitters are the same. Some will work, some will not. So, I ordered one that someone literally claimed in the reviews. I used it for my PS3 to capture, and it works. And they gave it a 5-star just because of that. And I'm like, oh, that's perfect, because that's exactly what I need. Something that actually just hooks up to my PS3, and I call it a day. So I can effectively connect it to this HDMI switch that I have. No, we haven't beat Hourglass. I just really was like kind of like wanting to play this because I just bought it. But we'll probably be doing Hourglass on the next stream. If anything, we will be doing Hourglass on the next stream. Because then we also got to do our next short stream, too. So we got, like, 2 games in the works now. Oh, I probably should have seen what the other move did, eh? So, Hourglass will be beaten 100% next. Or not 100%, but it will be beaten, for sure. Yeah, we'll finishing up Hourglass, and then we'll start our next short stream, which will flip-flop between that and Pokemon. But I feel like our Pokemon Let's Plays take a long time. So we'll probably be going back and forth between, like, this and this, Undertale, Hourglass. Like, Hourglass is probably gonna, we're probably gonna finish that out. Like, we're almost done. And we'll start another game. But Pokemon is definitely our longest Let's Play, especially since I have to do all this grinding. Like, this, we're not even in the next area. I have been streaming for almost 2 hours. To be fair, we burned 30 minutes of our start of the stream on me trying to get a shiny Bulbasaur. So we want to, like, make an argument that on that. We can. Oh, that was a critical hit. But I also do have to, like, grind. It's not even, like, easy anymore. I don't even know how many EVs my guy has now. There's a lot. Not even counting. I'm just going until I feel like it's good. Nice. Yay! 7. Honestly, if I wanted to get my VTuber model set up, I probably could, because there's that big dark space that's sitting right there that ain't doing nothing. Also, where? Oh, wait, is this covering? Oh my god, it's covering chat. It's been covering YouTube chat this whole time. I was wondering why I don't see you guys' messages on stream. Let me try that. A. Eh? Okay, I don't know what's going on. I'm not even gonna ask. I wrote the A's to test it in the chat, and it's not showing up on the stream. Your guys' chats aren't showing up for some weird reason. I did scratch. I should have done kick. My bad. Whatever. It's a level 2. It's gonna die. Oh my god, I'm getting no XP now. Because I'm getting like a mixture of level 4s and level 5s. So I'm like, might as well. Just low kick it. Yeah, because low kick's a stab move, isn't it? You guys taught me about the stab move system in the last Pokemon game we did. So I can just keep stabbing with like Mankey's low kick and I'm good to go, right? I guess a good question is, do we want to do the nugget trick for Nugget Bridge? Like, is that worth us doing it? I'm not like that Pokemon knowledgeable, okay? I genuinely am not. I've always played them for fun. I tried to get competitive at one point. I did okay. I didn't like the gambling element because a lot of times there was a lot of gambling and it made me angry. Because at one point I did have like a very meta team and I was just like, okay, cool, I'm gonna try the competitive element. And then like I literally lost a gambling team. Yeah, we can try. I think we should be able to get a weak Pokemon. That's not hard. God damn it, I keep forgetting to low kick. And I'll just buy out whatever items I possibly could need. It's at Misty's point. I shouldn't be that rich by that point. You're relatively poor. This Mankey's gonna have so many attack and speed stats at this point. Holy crap. This is a scary Mankey. Like, it is just being fed attack and speed EVs. Yeah, kind of. Gotta live the poor life. Hey, you know, if I ever do well on... That's the first fucking Sparrow I've seen. I don't know if it's actually any good. I don't know what Sparrow gives. Speed Eevee. I mean, if I ever can make money on YouTube, that'd be kind of nice. It saves the run? Wait, do we get the Sparrow? But I already have a Pidgey. Would that make sense? Like, I already got the Pidgey. Do we go for the Sparrow like that? Like, what? I'm waiting for the response for people like... Because I don't need 2 birds. I already have 1 bird. It's better in every way compared to Pidgey. But we already put so much work into Pidgey. Except for HP. Oh, that's a difficult decision. Well, I mean, speed is all that really matters, right? Like, fine. Catch it. But now I have to grind this Pokemon. We've already put in the work for Pidgey. It's also more tank than Pidgey, really? I thought Pharaoh would be more, like, easy to die compared to Pidgey. Alright, let me go heal these guys up and prepare to work on Pharaoh. Sparrow, whatever their names are. Other way. Pidgey's more tank than Sparrow. That's what I thought. I was like, wait a minute. I think I want a Nidoran or Nidoking. One of those two. So those two are really good. Alright, so now we gotta train this one. God damn it. So much grinding in this game. I got a lot of monies. Do I get a Premier Ball? Nope. I just did all that. We also have early access to Sparrow versus... It also has Peck, doesn't it? Oh, it's his base move? Yeah, it does. Setsuku. So it has Peck over Pidgey's Tackle, which, I mean, for the forest is pretty damn good, because you'll just knock out any Weedle you possibly can to level. So it is a better starting move than Pidgey. So I can actually level this thing a lot easier. I'd rather hit Weedles because of the speed EV. I don't want Rata. I was looking for Weedle. No! He's just going to Tail Whip? I'm just going to leave. Give me Weedle. It's going to be another Rata, isn't it? It's a Pidgey! My boy. My brother in Christ, please just give me Weedles. Give me bugs. I should just go in the forest at this point. I don't even care. So I can fight Weedles and get their speed EVs. I probably should have leveled up a little bit before coming in here, but whatever. We got this. Unless we see a Pikachu. Metapod's defense stat. We don't want Metapod. Or we don't want to fight a Metapod. So then our team should be like, what? Bulbasaur, Sparrow, maybe Mankey, Nidoran. You only give HP. We don't need you. Where are all the Weedles, bro? You gave me like 1,000,000 Weedles in a row, and now you're just like, here, have everything but. Oh my god, another one. How could this happen to me? Another Caterpie. Bro, I don't want to fight Caterpie. Get out of here. I want to fight Weedles. Okay, please. Weedle. Weedle. At this rate, we're literally going to find a shiny Caterpie. If we find shiny Caterpie, I will catch it and we will have a Butterfree. We are now in the forest. I have been grinding. I have 4 Pokemon. And I have been desperately trying. Someone was like, oh, get Sparrow. And I'm like, okay, I'll get Sparrow. And now we have to raise a Sparrow. Ah, Poison Sting. Shit. Damn it, it got poisoned. Yeah, poison. That's how much progress I've made. I'm suffering in the forest. Poison. 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 Oh, yeah, no. Poison. Oh, it was delayed. Poison. There it is. So, yeah, I have to raise this Sparrow now. Wero. A Donkey Daryl. I don't know. So I have to raise this thing. Get its stats up. I want a Spheral. Gen 3 should be accessible if I'm correct. I want Spheral. Twitch, if you're watching, I would warn you now, there's ads coming up in 54 seconds. Also, didn't you go to bed? I thought you said you were like, it's like late. One of the busiest cities. There's anti-foreigner protest in Tokyo now. Even though I pay into the pension, they want to kick me out. Bro, what the fuck? What did you... You just one-shot my goddamn... How am I leveling this guy? He's eating everything like a glass cannon. I just want to level... I just want... I want the XP. Cool. I love suffering. Suffering's my friend. Can't spell suffer without me. Oh no, I'm fully aware. I'm not happy with what's happening there because I have friends who are Hispanic. So I am not happy with it. A friend and I are talking about doing an event with a couple of other friends, and we are kind of holding off on going to that event because we're afraid of our other friend coming along and traveling at a distance that could arguably be unsafe. So we just are trying to play it very safe for his sake. Because all we want to do is go play Tekken and stuff. I did not know there was a lunar eclipse. I did not see a lunar eclipse. Yeah, no, States is cucked right now. I'm not going to try to get too political on here, but you can... I can say for sure I am unhappy what's happening. Oh no, just actually, you know what, better off, just wait until like one of those randos pop into my stream. Hey, what do you follow politically? Nothing's funnier than when we see those people kind of come into chat. I'm not like mad at them. It's just really strange to just meet a streamer for the first time and ask them their political viewpoints. It's like, I think we all learned from Jontron not to talk about our political beliefs. I can feel that way with Final Fantasy, because on the PlayStation 4, if you own the copy of Final Fantasy that came out when they did, what's it called? When they did the release, when they announced Final Fantasy VII Remake, they actually made an ability in the game to speed up the gameplay. And now I struggle to play Final Fantasy games without that kind of ability because the grind is so long sometimes. Especially when you're like trying to level 99 it so you can do weapon and stuff. Alright, Janet. Thanks, Mike. What's your opinion on the sociological environment of the world regarding manatees? The manatees? The sociological environment. What? You're talking about sea cows? I don't know if there's a sociological effect on sea cows. They're endangered species. That's pretty much it. I'm confused. Sociological environment of the world regarding manatees. Randy Feltface has a really good video on that stuff. He's like, quick, quick, talk about this one political subject that you have barely any knowledge and you read like one article on. Quick, post it on your Facebook so everybody can tell you to go fuck off and die. Because there are some people who like get the most mild amount of news, never do enough research, and then just go, okay, this is what I believe. And it's like, eh? Versus doing enough research and it actually can matter and you can hold up in a debate. That's why some people like who like have quote unquote viewpoints on things, but then once you've challenged them, they'll have a limit, and that's when they just start insulting you to your face, and you're just like, dude, it just tells me you weren't ready for a debate. Like, you knew only so much information, and then when confronted with that information, and now that you're being challenged, it's you're not wanting to accept that. I should go back, and now I can fight Weedles. Now I can fight Weedles without dying. Ow. I'm almost done. Yeah, that's another thing that frustrates me is like a political debate should not be about trying to one prove someone is inherently wrong. Like that shouldn't be really what it is. It's more about trying to like convince one another the information and then try to convey your ideas to get them a sense of understanding. Not I'm smarter than you, shut up. Because that's just a terrible way to go about it. That's kind of why I don't like those Jubilee videos. Sometimes the rhetoric can be good. Like, the ones with Dr. Mike, I like those. While he's heavily criticizing the Make America Healthy movement, with these people who are very for the Make America Healthy movie, he doesn't attack anybody. Every argument he gives is very strong. It's generally like, hey, I want you to... He comes with a point of compassion and empathy to understand the viewpoint of them. And that's a way you should debate. Right now, too many people debate with just, like, erratic emotion. I don't watch enough basketball to be knowledgeable in that argument. I am tempted to grab the Pikachu. It's very tempting to grab a Pikachu. I can't run. Oh, don't thunder me, you asshole. Oh, one-shot my bird? Piss out of here. I'm just gonna hit it with a potion. I don't care. I'm not walking all the way back to a goddamn... I'm not going all the way back there, man. Just heal him. Give me Weedles, please. Give me, like, Metapods and everything else. Thank you. Finally, a Weedle. Holy crap, that took forever. I'm so excited that I get to fight Weedles because they're easy targets for me. And easy speed stats for Sparrow, because I assume that's what you want for Sparrow. No, like I said, I like the one with Dr. Mike. There is one with like a journalist who's from Europe but has an American citizenship or American or immigrated to America, and he's relatively got really good viewpoints also. I can't say that I'm more like right leaning or left leaning, but I can say that for sure that like I just want what's right. I want what's correct. Let me reiterate myself. I want what's correct. And that's kind of where the US is falling off right now, is it's not focusing on what's the correct answer to all the problems. And I won't deny one of the biggest problems is the mega elite super rich. Like, the super rich. And I'm coming from the point of, like, viewing the math of it. Because I was a huge Yang Gang supporter when I was in the States for my 2020 election following. Like, mathematically speaking, if you just taxed, like, the first 15 people in the tax bracket, you don't even have to raise taxes on the rest of the people out there. Just the first 15 people. So the people making $100 billion a year. If you tax those 15 people, you'd be able to fix a pejorative of problems in the US 26 times over. Not 2 times, not 3 times, 26 times. Now I'm on a tangent. But that's the truth. Like, you could literally fix all issues like that. And that's how crazy it is. Oh, no, I'm fully aware. I read that whole bill. Americans were given like this slight, like the American worker was given like this slight dividend to maybe keep some of their money. I swear, if you poison me, Weedle, I'm gonna punch you in the dick. And it's like, yeah, that's what the ultra wealthy needed. They needed to be more wealthy. So I'm not even saying tax the people making like even 100 million, or even people making like a simple $1 billion. I'm talking about the people like the top 15 making making over $100 billion a year. It's crazy. All these Weedles suck. They're like level freaking 3. Man, now I got a Metapod. What is this? I might as well go back to fighting Ratas. At least then I'm getting my level and my stats. And it's consistent, so I'm not wasting time. Alright, I'm calling it here. We've done a lot. The only reason it doesn't say 2 hours, as the stream has been 2 hours, is because how many times did we like soft reset so we can get shinies? Oh my god, I forgot how much grinding there was in this. I hope this isn't most of our next stream. I'm hoping we can move on from Viridian Forest and do something else. I mean, if we can get the Sparrow up to level 8, we're good. That's really all we need to do is get Sparrow up. And then get Pidgey and Mankey. They'll just be like our EV stackers, so we don't have to risk losing out our EVs on our Bulbasaur and stuff. And then we'll focus on Nidorans. And then I gotta figure out what gives special attack so early in the game, because I don't know what we can run into in each area. I'll have to check. I think Sarah B might have that info. But anyways, I'm done for now. Our next stream will be Phantom Hourglass. I just wanted to play this because I had the opportunity to finally play the game. And I wanted to test out some of the gear that I have set up right now. So I hope you all did enjoy the stream tonight. I will see you all later. Thank you for joining in. Bye-bye. Also, I might use the VTuber in the next stream, which means we'll probably shrink the size of the video a little bit. But that's about it. Alright, anyways, like I said, bye-bye.